I'm stubborn. I'll fish until I get one. I hate going home skunk. Just a small guy. Hey guys, oh, it's been absolute grind today, hasn't it? We've had a couple fish on. We just come back to a spot. We haven't fished this, but we went by this earlier and I said we wanted to come here. I got on Bondy Royal Orba. This is the most beat up little male I've seen in a long time. He hit it in the figure 8, and this guy, he's got marks from front to back. I'm not even sure. Looks like he was probably in a net or something. Can't really account for what these marks are. You know. Or he just got a skin condition or something. He's just a little guy, but he's got weird marks on both of his sides. He's definitely been caught a couple times, because I caught him on the outside of the right, and he's got marks on his nose. We'll get him back. But he's definitely in rough shape, that guy. Okay, we got another hour and a half. We'll see if we can finish strong here.
Plan.
You weren't making any headway.
I know, I was trying to hit the star and...
Hey guys, we're back. I lost one on top water. We've had some action. We're pretty much sitting right on moonrise, mine, or really close to it. We're in the thick of the weeds, and we just got one at the back of the boat on the old faithful Mepps Muskie Marabou, or Flashabou, sorry. So Greg's gonna get it out of the net, hand it to his dad. I think's how we're gonna do it. We'll do a 54-second breakdown of this spot on the way I came in, which is probably different than the way these guys fish it. So let's have a look at this fish. There we go. What'd that take, all day?
Yep.
All day? Oh, watch your fingers.
I'm trying to. There we go.
Took all day to get that one. Okay, let's...
You got him?
I got him.
All right.
We'll get this one back in. That's pretty close to 40. This guy. Welcome back to the cave, everybody. And Mike's fish is definitely worthy of breaking down, only because we do it a lot different than a lot of people do a spot like this. Standard saddle that runs between two islands. You'll see it all over Canadian Shield lakes. And what most guys do is just run a boat basically straight up the middle, and they'll fan cast both sides. That absolutely works. This spot is about a casting distance out from each side from the center line, so that absolutely works. This actually, we have lake current that flows through these spots like this, and what I like to do in a spot like this is try and do something a little bit different from every other boat. And not that there's not going to be fish sitting on these edges, especially this side where you have that rock weed mix. We've caught a lot of fish. In fact, I think our very first Cedar Lake fish come from right here, Dave and I, years ago. But a spot like this, what I like to do is I like to do this steep drop off, run my boat around here, and then I hug the edge so that my trolling motor is almost hitting bottom. I don't worry about fishing behind me, and I cast out to the center line. And as Mike gets hit, I actually cast out to that area. Mike cast back behind us, pretty much right to the middle of the saddle. And the fish were sitting out there. We had actually moved one a little bit earlier on in our pass. Mike picked that fish up out of the center. And like I've said in a lot of past videos, if you guys are running your boat right down the middle and you're on top of the fish, a really good chance you're going to spook that fish off. Or as you retrieve in, the fish doesn't have enough time to pick up the bait, and you pick them up in a figure eight. And in heavy weeds like this, figure eights are always hard to do anyway. So that's just the type of strategy we employ in a spot like this. When you guys see a saddle like this, try this where you run the boat down both sides and cast into the middle. Pike.
Was it?
No, it's a muskie. Oh, it's a big pike.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Glenn McDonald 54 Bust, and today I'm fishing with Greg and his dad. We were here earlier today and we raised a really nice muskie. We came back later in the day, and while we don't have a really big muskie, we have a pretty nice sized pike, and Greg got it on kind of a unique lure. Tell us what you got it on.
It's a black marabou with some blue flash, homemade bait.
Custom.
Custom.
Yeah, so these guys make their own baits. Really cool. Always fun to see guys do that and catch them on their own baits. Not something that I ever get to do. So it's fun when I'm in the boat with these guys. So I'll let Greg grab this one. We'll do a quick grip and grin, and then we'll throw it back in. All right, so that's a pretty cool pike. Nothing wrong with that. So we're gonna throw this one back in and we'll get back at it. Good day, fellas.
Good day. Yep. Thanks.
We kind of got what we came for. We end up with two in the bag and a really nice pike. Like, absolutely nothing wrong with a pike that size. And the interesting thing today, Greg just stuck with that homemade bucktail. That's a mix of marabou and flashabou. And you were sticking with mostly that little Meps flashabou all day. So it's kind of a neat counterbalance on which lures to use. And for a video on where we talk about marabou versus flash, check out the link right here. And for now, 54 Bust is out of here. We'll catch you guys out on the lake later.